Welcome to the OneSearch overview. OneSearch is the library's discovery service, a powerful tool that accesses the majority of the library's information resources through a single search. And since it's located on the center of the library's homepage, getting to it is a cinch. For the purposes of this tutorial, I use the word homelessness as my initial search term. And look at how many results were returned, more than 76,000. Who has time to sift through that many results? None of us, that's for sure. So what we want to do next is refine our results by setting some limits. On the left side of the screen are the limiting options. In the first set in yellow, we can limit our search to books and video in the library or scholarly peer-reviewed sources. Articles that have been peer-reviewed are written by experts and reviewed by other experts in the field before being published in a journal. Journal articles are lengthy, provide in-depth analysis, and are great for when you want to find original research. Your search can also be set by publication date. If you're looking for some recently published research, you can adjust the slider or type in a different year. The lavender highlights identify limits that may also be set by source type. If you want to look at news items, you can set it to that to find current information that may sometimes have a regional or local focus. Magazines are also an option, and like most newspapers, magazines are readily accessible for most readers and can be a useful resource when searching for short articles, interviews, as well as current events and news. It's also possible to limit your search to the resources located at a specific campus. If, for example, you were at ARC's library and wanted to see what was available at that campus on your topic, you could simply check the box for ARC and limit your search to the items available at that library. If we scroll down the page of the database, we'd start to see some of those resources and their item records. Displayed here are two item records: the author or editor in the case of the first one, the page length of the publication, the publisher, relevant subjects, and the type of source, for example, book or journal, are displayed here on the page. Another great feature is that if you happen to find a circulating title at another campus, you can request, see the red highlight, to have that item sent to you. Requested items can take up to 4 business days to arrive. You'll receive an email once they're available for pickup. You can also set the location. See the green highlight. In this first example, the book is located at ARC and is on the 2nd floor of the library. The book underneath is at Consumnes River College or CRC. The call number is also displayed, highlighted in lavender. This determines where the book is shelved in the stacks. I once heard call numbers referred to as the address where the book lives. The last field on this page is in blue and indicates the status of the item. In this case, both of these are shown as being available for checkout. On this page, we're looking at 2 more records. I want to draw your attention to the record type, which in the case of the first one is a periodical. Periodicals are basically publications that are released on regular intervals like daily newspapers or weekly or monthly magazines, etc. The second item on this page is an ebook. You can also access the article from either the HTML or PDF full text links located at the bottom of the record. Here's a screenshot of the record for an article entitled "Dispossessed in the Land of Dreams." Let's take a few minutes to examine it in depth in the following slides. On the left, you'll find additional access points where you can view the document in full text in 2 ways, as an HTML full text or PDF full text. When given the choice, I always recommend selecting the PDF full text so you can view any images, graphs, or other visuals that may be attached to the document. The HTML file only provides text. The tools are listed to the right. With these tools, you can print, save, view the citation in various formats, share the document with others, and what may be the most popular feature, email. When emailing the document to yourself, it's important to check and double-check that you've entered your address correctly. It's also important to add some relevant details to the subject line. Sometimes, if the subject line is left blank, the document may end up in your junk folder. And when was the last time you checked that? I recommend adding the class name and number to the subject field, as well as a relevant descriptor. Outlined by the red box, you can see my subject line starts off with LIBR 318 and is followed by California homelessness, since that is what the article addressed. It's also important to select the citation format, the most popular format being used at Los Rios Community Colleges are MLA, APA, and Chicago. You can also view the citation format without emailing yourself. When you click on the citation link under Tools, you'll be directed to a page that looks like this. From here, scroll down to the required citation format and then copy and paste the citation into your paper. But it's very important that once you've pasted it into your paper, you review the results of these automatically generated citations against the format guides your instructor has either provided or directed you to use. In the center of the page is a more detailed version of the item record. It includes the author or authors, as well as source details or bibliographic information about the item, like the title and publication date of the journal, etc. Underneath the document type, you'll find a list of subjects. These are a great place to draw additional keywords that are relevant to your topic. And since the items are hyperlinked, you can select any of them directly and find resources that focus exclusively on the item you selected. You'll also find an abstract included with most articles. It's always a good idea to read the abstract because it provides a summary or overview of the journal. Reading the abstract can be a great time saver. In this case, reading the abstract will help you determine whether this 10-page document is likely to be a source you can use. So that, class, is a brief overview of OneSearch. Considering its scope, as well as the features it offers to refine or limit your results, find alternative keywords, and email or cite your sources, I think you'll find it a powerful resource for conducting research.